guys, this is Brittany from Canadian Beats. Happy New Year to you all. I have Stacey Kay on the line with me here, and she is
Hello.
obviously a Canadian pop artist and actually an America's Got Talent alum. So Stacey, thanks so much for jumping on the line with me tonight.
Thank you so much. I'm so excited. This is going to be, I can already tell, a fun interview. It's going to be awesome.
Oh, I'm so excited. So just to kick off this interview, I was watching your new video for your new song, New Type, which is a lot. If you watch the video, it's such a great vision about body type and body positivity and all different body types in the media. So tell me a little bit more about the creative process behind this song.
Sure. So when I was writing this song, I co-wrote this song with two people. One person's name is Robin Delento, and one person's name is Tyler Sang. And the reason I started talking about this topic is because I had just been told by people in the music industry who were giving me like their professional opinion that I needed to lose 90 pounds and change my hair color and stop rapping and stop do this. Basically, they were trying to literally just change me into a completely different person. And I said to the people that I was co-writing the song with, I said, why do they think that that's what I have to be in order to be successful? And why has the media and people the things that we watch on TV, why does everybody think that that is what is the type that you have to be? And then I said, we need to find a new type of person that people can accept or whatever. So then we were like, ooh, that sounds like a good song title. So we started writing the song basically based on that. But the thing is, one thing that I really want to stress while writing the song, and even when I'm speaking to people on this topic, is that, I'm not saying having a curvy body is better. I'm not saying being thinner is better. It's that the people look so different. Every single person I know has a different body, a different height, a different weight. And I think that when we start to realize that more than one thing can look good is when it would just be so much easier for all of us, because I truly am attracted to so many different types of people. And, my friend and I, my best friend and I, we both think different people are hot. You know what I mean? So that's what this song is about. And then when making the music video, I thought, well, I would like to show that story behind it. So in the music video, it shows me looking in a mirror, being insecure about my body, and then it cuts to a scene where I'm the photographer's assistant with these three beautiful models, what we would call beautiful. They have I'm doing quotations with my finger right now, but the perfect bodies and faces and stuff like that. But they are also insecure in the video as well. In the end of the video, basically, I end up gaining confidence and trying on clothes, and then the photographer sees me and wants me to be the model, blah, blah, blah. You have to watch it. If you watch it, I swear it's better than the description. But basically what I was trying to get across is that even if you're big or small or this type or that type, that everybody has their insecurities, and once you get past that and just work your stuff and just be confident and go for it, that's when good things start happening. And that's honestly in my life, once I stopped listening to the people that told me to lose 90 pounds and to stop doing this and stop doing that, it's when I decided to just continue on the path of being myself, is when good things started happening to me. And I even changed the mentality of those people, because all of a sudden when I was listen, I'm just going to be myself, that's when they actually started liking my songs, and they liked that I rapped, and they liked that my body type was that way. So it was a kind of a vibe that I was giving off as well, I think.
No, and
that's basically the story.
And you can definitely tell just watching the music video and listening to the lyrics that it's not centering out curvy girls are better or having certain body type it should be the most accepted. Which for myself, I'm 5'8" and I am curvy. So watching this music video and seeing just how comfortable you are with yourself and how comfortable these other girls are as well, it was really enlightening to see, and I think it was a really good time for this music video to come out.
Well, you know what? I have to tell you the story of something that I messed up one time, a long time ago. I was doing, I also do motivational speaking for high school students, sometimes elementary, college age students. And I talk about body image, and I also talk about, working hard for what you want to do, stuff like that. But a while ago, when I first started doing it, I actually made a mistake in the way that I presented something. And what I said was, so when I'm on stage, I did this section where I talked about how, like I was talking about being a curvy girl, and I said, like, this is what a woman looks like, or I said something like that, and everybody started cheering, ha ha ha, whatever. And then this girl came up to me after, she was in, I think, grade 9. She came up to me after, and she looked upset, and this girl was like a little tiny girl, and I said, what's wrong? And she's like, oh, I just, like, I feel bad about my body, like, I wish I looked like you. And then I was like, wait, no, that is not the message that I was trying to get across, because, and I've totally changed it since then, because I did word that incorrectly, because this is not what a woman looks like. A woman looks like a million different types of bodies and people, and I didn't want her to feel bad that she didn't look like me. So it made me realize, like, everybody is insecure at some point, and although I talk about this kind of stuff, every day that goes by, I have an insecure moment. I look in the mirror and go, like, I hate it, or whatever. But I start to give myself only, like, I'll count to 10. I'll give myself 10 seconds to think badly about myself. And then I'm like, okay, get over it, because you know that that's not true, kind of thing. So it's how you deal with it yourself. But I needed to really realize that not only females, but also males, or whatever gender you are, like, people, everybody gets insecure, depending on, like, doesn't matter what your body looks like, right? So I like to include not just somebody who looks like me, who's a curvy girl, but I think everybody needs to open up and realize that there are many different types that can all look great. You know what I mean?
No, exactly. I 100% agree with you.
And I also, like, there's a saying that they say, it's on the inside that counts, and I've never been a fan of that saying, because I feel like then it implies that the outside doesn't look good. You know what I mean? So I've always, every time someone says, oh, like, it's okay that you're, like, a curvy girl, it's on the inside that counts. I'm like, wait, hold on a second, what? Like, I thought also the outside looked good, right? So I always be careful with that saying as well.
Yeah, of course. So, one thing, Stacey, I really wanted to talk to you about was you going on America's Got Talent. So you absolutely killed it with your audition. I was watching it earlier today and was blown away just by how powerful your voice is. So,
oh my gosh, thank you so much.
Of course. So what was it like doing America's Got Talent?
It was, first of all, the craziest thing, because I felt so cool, because I was this, like, Canadian on the show, on America's Got Talent, which is a show I watch all the time. And being on it was just, like, a crazy, weird experience, because, like, when you get there, and, like, I get on this stage, this massive stage that, like, all of the, like, the famous award shows and stuff that we watch are on this stage. It's in Los Angeles. And I'm standing there 10 feet away from Scary Spice, like Mel B. Like, that was the craziest for me. But it's like, there was Howie Mandel, Heidi Klum, Howard Stern, and Scary Spice, Mel B. And so I'm like, you're there, and you have this one moment to sing that song for them, and then they talk to you, and it was just like, I don't think I've ever been so nervous in my life. I never get nervous performing anymore, but this specific moment, I was very nervous, because it was just like, I was a whole different ball game, right? Like, this is a national television show that I watch all the time. But, like, being there, like, it also, I have to be careful what I say, because I signed this very thick contract saying I would not tell any of the secrets, but being there makes you also realize that it's very much so a reality TV show, and they really love the drama. So, like, anytime there's an opportunity for, like, tears, they would, like, ask me to cry, or ask me to, like, do this or that. So I just really had to, like, commit and like, just go for it with whatever they ask me. That's kind of what I told myself, like, whatever they want, I'll do it. Let's just see what happens, kind of thing. And then watching myself after on TV was the coolest thing ever. And then they put, like, this, so they put, I don't know if you saw this in the audition video, but they put, like, an American band against the Canadian band. Then they're, like, they pit us kind of, like, against each other. And then in the end, they're like, America has spoken. And then I got cut off the show.
Oh.
So, like, very dramatic.
That's
but
sad.
The opportunities that it has, like, given me since are amazing, because to have that on your resume, that you were like a contestant on America's Got Talent, is really, like, very helpful. So I'm so grateful, and I thought that was like one of the coolest experiences.
No, of course. So how did you feel when Mel B told the other contestants that were backstage that they should be scared if she were them?
Oh my gosh. Okay, this is the thing. I love that she said that, and I was also so starstruck because she was a Spice Girl saying that. Like, never when I was younger did I ever think, one day I'm going to sing for one of the Spice Girls, and she's going to compliment me like this. Like, it's just, like, surreal. And I think she said on the show with her, like, thick British accent, she's like, if I were backstage, I would seriously be scared. And she said scared, like, SCURRD. And I was like, that is amazing. So that was, like, just because it was her, that was, like, the coolest thing ever.
No, of course. So what, if you can divulge, I guess, was the best advice that you got while being on the show?
I think that like with also being careful, you have to realize that like sometimes it doesn't matter how amazing that you do. It's a show. It's like a reality TV show. So it's kind of going to go the way that they want it to. You know what I mean? So I'm not upset for being cut because I know that they really loved mine and my band's performance on the show. And like, for example, like Howard Stern, you guys didn't see this because they edited it out, but like he said, I want you guys to win. You guys are my favorite. And then, so I know that he said that and felt that way, but then sometimes when you watch it back after, they can't keep every single thing in there. So they edit out certain comments and stuff like that. So the one thing, if someone were to be on that show, you just have to know, like, no matter how well or terrible you do, like, it's really out of your control and out of your hands, like, what kind of eventually happens. So that's why I'm just, like, so excited that I even got to be on, like, multiple episodes of that show. Like, it was an amazing experience.
For sure. That's awesome, though. So
yeah, it's like, it made me, like, question, like, reality TV shows everywhere, and now when I watch things, I'm like, I wonder if the producer told them to say that, or I wonder if this is real right now, or, like, whatever, but it's still, like, it's, like, kind of ruined reality TV for me, but I'm also, like, obsessed with it more now, too.
Yeah, now that you know the ins and outs of how it works.
Yeah, exactly.
So, Stacey, what are your goals as an artist for 2019?
Okay, I had like a talking to myself today, actually. And when I say talking, sometimes I do that. I like give myself like a little pep talk. I think that one big thing is that I noticed in 2018 that stuff like on social media, so especially let's specifically talk about Instagram. The algorithms of Instagram are really changing, and it's really tough now as a performer to have your stuff seen. So if I'm ever trying to like advertise a music video or a show that I have or something like that, you have to be like so smart on Instagram. And I talked to like a social media specialist, and but by the way, I swear to God, I'm getting to a point with this. I'm going to tell you my goal. So I talked to a social media specialist, and she said you have to be posting 3 times a day, like, for it to be effective, for people to even see your post, kind of thing. And it made me angry, and I was like, I don't want to do this. I hate Instagram. I hate social media. And I got a little, like, bitter about it. Like, I wanted to, like, give up. And that's not usually in my personality. But someone said to me, Stacey, the times are changing, and this is what it is now. So if you want to be a successful businesswoman, you have to learn how to change with the times. So my goal for 2019 is to accept the fact that that is what social media is like, and I'm going to try to be more on top of it, because one thing that I think is really, like, that I love is, like, when I do a music video, I love when people can watch it after, because I put so much time and effort into it. I just want people to see it, right? So I think that my goal for 2019 is to beat the Instagram game and the Facebook game and all that kind of stuff, and be really effective with, like, my social media, because I can't let it, like, affect me negatively. I have to just, like, embrace it, and that's my business goal for 2019.
That's a pretty good goal.
Explanation.
That's a pretty good goal, though. Like, I get that.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, instead of having it frustrate me, which is just, like, wasting time being frustrated at it, I'm just going to embrace it and see what happens. Because I wouldn't have been on America's Got Talent if it weren't for YouTube. Like, I posted a YouTube video, and what some people don't know is that, like, you don't always have to audition for the show. Sometimes you can be scouted to be on the show. So because of my YouTube videos, I was called by the producers of the show to be on the show. So it's social media has really benefited me and helped me with some really cool opportunities, like crazy things have happened because of it. So I need to embrace it and have fun with it in 2019.
No, for sure. So, my last question for you tonight, Stacey, is what was your favorite accomplishment of 2018?
Okay, this is something that so some people might think like, oh, is this an accomplishment or not? To me, this is one of the craziest things that happened to me, and I'm so excited about it, and I get so excited to talk about it. So what happened was, on YouTube, I did a cover of a Fergie song, and I got a call one day from Glamour magazine. I actually thought it was like a prank phone call at first, but it was from Glamour magazine, and they said they wanted to do an interview about my cover of this song, and I was like, oh, okay, sure. So they did this Skype interview with me, and then what it ended up being was kind of like a trick, which was amazing, and they showed Fergie watching me sing one of her songs. So Fergie watched me sing and commented, oh my God, Stacey Kay, I love your voice. And like, she said all these amazing compliments about me. And she said my name multiple times, which made me so excited. But when I was a kid, Fergie was one of my favorite artists because she was a singer and a rapper and this like fierce, sassy female who was like amazing at, just like hyping up a crowd. And I loved her. And so now in the later years, to have her like watch me sing and compliment me and say these amazing things was like the coolest thing ever. So I felt so accomplished because I thought, if I looked back in my life when I was a kid and looked forward and knew that was going to happen, I would have said my life is complete. You know what I mean? So that was like one of the cool. The video is online actually. If you type in like Fergie Glamour magazine, they show her watching my video, and then they also show my reaction of her watching my video, which is very fun. Like, I'm freaking out in it. So I think I would say that was my favorite thing that happened to me in 2018 for sure.
That's awesome. I'm congrats. Like, I'm so happy for you.
Thank you.
Of course.
God, thank you so much.
Stacey, I want to say thank you so much for jumping on the line with me tonight and just talking to me a little bit more about you and body positivity and Fergie and the Spice Girls. This has been...
Also, too, if you want to see, can I say one more thing if you don't mind?
No, of course.
If you want to see my band and I perform live for like the first time in a couple years, we're performing in Toronto on January 18th at the Revival Bar on College Street. And usually I'm performing in the United States, so it feels amazing to be performing in the city that I actually live in. So if anyone out there is listening and they want to come to the show January 18th, there are amazing singers and performers that night. And you can find all the information on my website, which is Stacey Kay Music, StaceyKaymusic.com. So, yeah, and if you can come too, we've never actually met in real life because we're just talking over the phone. So if you're free, you should come.
Yeah, I'll definitely take a look. I'm so excited. Well, Stacey, thanks so much. It was great to talk to you and talk about all of these fun things and kind of relive my past with favorite singers through you. It was great to know more about you, and thank you so much. It was a great first interview.
Thank you. And you're so awesome and nice, and I think that it's so fun to just like instantly make friends with someone over the phone. So this is amazing. So thank you so much for having me.
No, of course.